The River Valley Panthers are on the road this week, as this Friday night they head over to Marion Center to take on the 1-4 Stingers. And our Panther preview on our Cat Country Facebook page is powered by S&T Bank. People Forward Banking, alongside Coach Houser, I'm Jake Slebodnick, taking you throughout what he expects this week against Marion Center, and then a couple other things as well. But Coach, first thing I got to ask, 4-1 coming to this game. You're riding a 3-game win streak. Really, everything just falling into place for you guys. What's the overall feeling like in that locker room?
Feeling's good. Feeling's good this week, Jake. Coming into Marion Center, these teams are playing. This team's playing together, and that's the main thing. I mean, that's what we had a problem with last year. We didn't have that, and this year we have leadership, and everybody's sticking together, and they're all buying in and believing.
Let's talk about last week a little bit against West Shamokin, a big win against the Wolves at home. It was homecoming, a packed stadium. I mean, I don't even think there was standing room in that place. Just a really good showing by the Salzburg and River Valley faithful. But Gavin Burkhart, we'll start with him. In the first half, he really helped pave the way for you guys to that win. 10 carries, he finished with 150-plus yards and 3 touchdowns, and he was nominated as our Luxembourg's Renda Media high school MVP for the week. And really, this has just been, it feels like this was a long time coming for him, because he's been waiting all year to finally break out, and last week he did.
He played great on both sides of the ball. I mean, he ran angry and he tackled angry. That's what we wanted to see out of him so far, and this is what we're seeing out of him this year so far. I mean, he's just running with anger this year, and he's getting the whole hard and getting the end zone.
Do you feel like his efforts have sort of maybe helped motivate the offensive unit a little bit?
Oh, yeah, him and our running backs both. I mean, they know we have tough running backs. Our linemen's picking it up, and they're making all the blocks downfield they can make, and that's what's getting the holes for us, and that's what's getting our running backs in the end zone.
Another prime performer for you guys last week, Kaden Barnhart, wasn't on the offensive side. He did his part on defense, had 8+ tackles, 2 forced fumbles, which one was recovered by Nathan Morscheid. He was just an animal all last week, and he was even nominated for Max Prep's Pennsylvania Athlete of the Week. And, you talk a lot about the offense. You don't really focus on the defense that much.
Yeah. Our defense has been playing great at whole. I mean, it's not too often we get a couple kids with that many solo tackles, but they were flying around to the ball, and that's what we've been teaching these kids all year, is a pursuit to the ball, and that's what we're doing, and teaching turnovers, and that's what we're beginning at turnovers, and hopefully we can keep it going this week.
Talk about Kaden a little bit, because it feels like he's really grown in his senior leadership role, especially on defense.
Yeah, Kaden, he's a workhorse in the weight room. I mean, he's a wrestler, and he just wants to get after it and hit people, and that's what we like.
I feel like another player we don't really talk about too much is Brad McDevitt. And, I mean, he gets in there on plays multiple times, and he's also your guys' punter. And if I'm not mistaken, a couple weeks ago, he had some beautiful punts. He looks like he's really grown in that role.
Yeah. I mean, last year, he didn't even try out for the punting position. This year, we tried out for punters, and he stepped up and he took the roll over, and he's doing well at it. And in practice here, he gives us all the looks we need. He gets his reps during defense here. A couple spares people on our defense during the season. And when he gets in there, he makes you the best opportunity.
Well, Coach, Friday night, you actually take on the Marion Center Stingers, a 1-4 team, but this is one of those situations where their record doesn't necessarily match what you're going to see on the field.
Yeah, they're a very physical team. Coach Rising has that team ready to play each week. Last week they only lost 14-6 to United, which United is undefeated, and it was a great game on film, and they played lights out defense, so we have to get after it.
Well, you've had the chance to watch Marion Center on tape this week and maybe throughout the season as well. What are some things that you notice about the Stingers that you think they're going to bring into the game on Friday?
They get good push up front, very physical on defense, and they attack the ball. I mean, they attack the ball hard. Their running back, Alex Stewart, he runs the ball really hard, so we have to get hands on him and bring him down.
Coach, finally, what are some keys to your 4th straight win and 5th win overall tonight?
Come out of the gate hot and keep the throttle going, and a bunch of turnovers. We need some turnovers.
Coach, thanks so much for the time. Best of luck on Friday.
I appreciate it, Jake. Thank you.
It's Coach Jess Houser on our Panther preview on our Cat Country Facebook page. His Panthers are in action Friday night against the Marion Center Stingers on the road. If you can't make the drive, you can always tune in on Cat Country 106.3 with Chuck Clark and yours truly. We're on the air at 6:30. For the coach, I'm Jake Slebodnick. This preview brought to you by S&T Bank, People Forward Banking.